Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Ocho in a stunner. Michigan has fired his head coach Sherrone Moore. According to reports by Dan Weissel and Adam Schefter, Pete Thamel added that the fine will be for cause. Michigan athletic director Wardy Manuel said in a statement that Moore was fired after an internal investigation revealed credible evidence of an inappropriate relationship with a staff member, which is a violation of university policy. Moore took over the full-time job from Jim Harbaugh, who left to go to coach the Chargers in 2024 after the Wolverines won a national championship. Remember, he filled in a couple of games when Harbaugh was suspended. He was the offensive coordinator and he was the interim head coach, and that's how he parlayed that into the job. Michigan knew about Moore's situation for a while and internally waited after the signing day period to take action, according to Josh Pate. Pate claims insiders have been expecting the job to come open for weeks, and now Michigan has likely already engaged in potential candidates. Ocho, Sherrone Moore, it's alleged, it's being reported
Yes.
that someone was on the staff.
Yes.
He elevated to his executive assistant,
Mhm.
end up having a relationship with her. If I'm not mistaken, he has a wife. I think he has a couple of kids, 2, 3 kids. Uh, um, we saw a situation with Ime Udoka. We saw a situation with Mel Tucker. It's happened. I think Rick Pitino had a situation like that. I think Bobby Petrino had a situation like that. Um, what are your thoughts, Ocho?
I mean,
Then I go to you, Joe.
you got to be careful. You got to be mindful. Obviously, at some point, when you're in positions of power, you almost somewhat feel invincible.
Mm-hmm.
Taking advantage and abusing that power, that said power, for those that work with you or part of an entity that you're a part of, and you think you're safe.
Yeah.
Think you're safe. You take all the right steps, you do all the right measures to ensure your safety, and that individual does hoping everything they can to make sure to protect you and what you guys have going on. But for some reason, every time a situation like this does happen where you think nobody can be able to pull back the covers or the layers on what you have going on, it always gets it always gets out every time
It
because
does.
there's so many stories of these type of situations happening. It's sad that it's come to this. Wife, family, uh, embarrassment that they have to deal
Yeah.
with. The young lady who's also a part of this, the embarrassment that her and her family are going to have to deal with, and
Correct.
it kind of sucks. It sucks real bad on both ends for both parties that are involved.
Joe.
I don't think there's a way you can feel safe in a situation like this. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like looking over your shoulder every time, you know what I'm saying, you go to work or I mean, at some point, you know, maybe some guys don't get caught, but more times than not, man,
Yeah.
you know, it's a tough situation, bro. You gotta have the discipline. You gotta
You do.
lead by example. You know, you lead men, so you want to be an example to them, lead them the right way, and to have this, it's just unfortunate, bro.
I
It's
think the thing
unfortunate.
is that all the situations that you've heard, you never think a situation like this can happen to you, even though you're doing what you've heard about. Nah, this is gonna be different. She ain't like that. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna get out. Don't nobody
Yeah.
know but her and I. Blah blah blah. And I can imagine 6, 7 months ago, I went through something very similar. So I know what that storm is like.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And unless you've been in it, that's why when people say, this is what I would do, you don't know what you would do
Yeah.
until you in it.
Mm.
Until you in that pressure cooker, until you in the eye of the storm,
Yes, sir.
until you in Ocho, you and I have had a conversation.
Yes,
So
sir.
I know you know.
Hmm.
To be in that storm And to
Crazy.
know everybody know everything that you worked your entire life for,
Mhm.
you feel it like it's crumbling right before your eyes.
Gone.
Yeah.
And the only people that's gonna be there, the only is gonna be a select few. It's gonna be a select few. That's the hardest part. Um, I mean, everybody look. It's kind of it. Look, and I understand the situation, but if you're married and you engage in an inappropriate relationship, why would you do that? You married. And see, everybody always say, well, "Why would you do that? Why would you do that?" Well, if you thought you was gonna get caught, if you thought something was gonna go wrong, you wouldn't do it.
Right.
The same reason you speed. If you thought you was gonna get caught, you think you would speed? No. Unless you're a kleptomaniac, you're not gonna steal.
Right.
Klepto just can't help it. But some people don't. You don't shoplift. You don't steal stuff, and you think you'll get caught. That's why a lot of people, most robberies happen at when? At night. You got the veil of darkness because I don't want to get caught. I don't want to be seen. The same thing. Why you creep? Most times, when the creeping take place? At
Nice.
night.
Right.
Boy, a college professor told me, say the night has 1,000 eyes.
Mm.
And on most night it has 1,002 because somebody sees you.
Oh yeah, I'm writing that down, boy. That's a good one there, boy.
Damn.
Say the night has 1,000 eyes.
On most night it has 1,002 because somebody sees you.
Ooh. Well, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to use that in conversation.
And then the other reports that came out that he was arrested and things that, some things escalated. Uh,
Damn.
That old hoo-ha, boy.
Hey,
it's undefeated.
yeah.
Hello.
Hey, it done
think
made
about think about Samson and Delilah, David and Bathsheba.
it done made a fool of us all though. At some point,
Mm.
in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
I
One of the
just
most
I feel
powerful
sorry for the
things,
brother
right?
because
One of the
but I
most
know the
powerful
brother.
things on earth.
Boy, that's a hell. I would. There are some people I have. I don't hate anybody, but
Right.
there's a few people I really have a strong disliking for. I
Mm.
Mm,
wouldn't wish what I went through on them.
mm.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Boy, it was tough. Boy, it was some days that all I had was not you, Ocho, and Joe, my family. That was it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Nobody else was there. All the phone calls, the people used to call and, hey, how you doing? What's up?
Mm-hmm.
Stopped. I think that was besides that, yeah, it was embarrassing. But I think that was the toughest part. Is that people that you thought would always be in your corner, all of a sudden they weren't there.
Mm.
And I just remember my brother calling me every day, like, man, tell me a joke. Maybe like, hey, I know you got some story. Tell me
Yeah.
what Papa used to do in this situation. What would Papa say? What would Granny say? What would this? He was always trying to pick me up. He said, nah, bro. He called, he called Shelly. How's he doing today, Shelly? He's like, he ain't doing good. He called. My sister called. Bucket called. Uh, I think the hardest thing was when Bucket called and he was crying. That was really the only time that I broke down because I'd never seen Bucket cry. I saw him
Mm.
cry one time when his brother got killed when we were in college. The only time I had seen Bucket cry. And when he cried, he broke down. Now I broke down. Man, I was like, bro, I said, homeboy, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. I said, there are better days on the horizon. We just got to weather the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Just got to stand it. Sherrone, all I can tell you, bro, you got to stand in it. You got to, I remember Mary Porter used to always tell us, and I didn't really understand because I'd really never gone through anything. She said, boy, everybody, they're either entering the storm, they're in the storm, or they're coming out of the storm. There's only 3 phases. Everybody's doing something. You in it, you coming in it, you slap dab in the smack in the middle of it, or you leaving it.
Damn.
Damn.
Own it. Just damn. Someday you're like, man, am I gonna wake up? Is this a dream? Am I gonna wake up? Nah, bro, it's real. That's what Sherrone is thinking right now. I guarantee you. He's like, this is a dream. Is this real? This really happened? And just like that.
Blink of an eye.
Just like that. Everything that you worked a lifetime for. All these bricks that you what is that? Jenga? Where you hit the brick, you try to pull one out and don't topple down.
Huh?
And you know. Start stacking all back over again.